that single women stay single because they push away good, hopeless romantic gentlemen as myself, and on the boyfriend application when I sign it, I suppose I'm qualified, if not overqualified. And I'm not saying that out of arrogance or being conceited or whatever else. I've always done right by every woman in my life, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means because I have my flaws, sins, and imperfections and weaknesses just like everybody else. However, I pride myself because I'm truly a hopeless romantic gentleman at heart. I'm always loyal, extremely attached when I get to like someone, and I become attached, and I love somebody to the ends of the earth and back. And I'm truly romantic at heart, and I'm affectionate. I love date nights. I love to holding doors open for women. I love to spoil and lavish that woman, not excessively, but enough as a reassurance. I like reassurances. I enjoy to giving roses and compliments. I'm always reassuring that woman to feeling empowered within herself. I'm always having to I love date nights. I love holding hands. I love stargazing. I like to do anything as long, I'm an introvert, but extrovert. I like to do anything as long as we spend time together. I'm that type of man. I'm that type of a real man. And I embrace my masculinity as well as my femininity. I embrace the laws of polarity of the gray, the embodiment of a balance, duality that encompasses mortality and life, that completes the Sephiroth, the tree of life, the Kabbalistic systems. I fall in love with something and I perfect it so much at a point where I never want to let it go. And the very thought of having to let something go that I adore and I love so much would be the end of me, would be tragedy, heartbreaks. And, I'm not wanting to experience another heartbreak again. I've experienced so much disappointments as of late, and with toxic women and fake toxic people that, a lot of women, they throw away good men as such myself because of past traumas, because they're not ready for commitment, or they don't know what they want out of life. They don't know what they want out of themselves to seeing in others, or otherwise it's this immaculate expectations of others. They want you to be picture perfect, or they're not emotionally available. I've met so many women who had wasted my time, left me up on red, my messages, ghost me and block me up out of nowhere, and everything past a vibe check, especially the first date. Everything would be perfect. I would treat a woman right. I would not say anything provocative, or derogatory or anything, unless the feeling is reciprocal. If it's the feeling is mutual and consensual, sexual or otherwise, then we would explore the more exotic, euphoric, cerebral aspects of intimacy or relationship, friendship, whatever. However, I never crossed the thresholds and the boundaries of being disrespectful. I always stay professional 100%. I open lines of communication. I'm always about honesty, and I'm always about having to treat that person like the goddess that they deserve to be treated, like the queen. But also I expect to be treated the same as well, because the feeling is reciprocal, it's mutual. It's not just one-dimensional, one aspect, and biased. That becomes biased, and that's not fair. I realize and understand my self-worth, and I go out of my way to ensuring the happiness of somebody else above myself, which I no longer do, because that ended in results of me having to sacrifice myself, losing my self-worth, losing my sanity and my happiness. And, I'm the type of gentleman that I would always respect a woman, and I would, I love and I accept somebody who loves and accepts me unconditionally. I'm not here. I'm not alive to impressing others. I'm not alive to waste time in a relationship or leading anybody on or play games or anything else. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to, when I find a relationship, I stick with it. And all I ever wanted in my life was be loved, accepted unconditionally, to be, I guess like those of us true men, true gentlemen, true hopeless romantics at heart, we want the same thing as a real true lady, a true woman, a queen truly wants. The same thing, to be loved and accepted and not cheated on, or to be your heart, your mind, your soul to be fucked with and your time to be wasted. Okay, so there's 24 hours in a day, and it only requires 2.5 seconds out of your time to texting somebody to drop a line, and being distant is not getting to know somebody, by the way. And I've had this happen to me quite a bit, where if I'm not a priority in somebody else's life, then they don't matter to me as well. Like, if you're too busy in your life to text someone, and look, like, I'm a busy person myself. I create my own schedule. I will sacrifice my time to spending time with somebody that I care about. And that's the type of person that I am. And they wonder why, like, okay, I get it. I've had my past trauma myself. I struggle a lot with my own depression, overthinking. 2024 was the worst year for my mental health. It's been like the worst year, like, test my faith. It had pit me, it had set me up for me to fight against my own self. However, regardless of everything else, I still try to see the positive aspects in others. And there are times when I put both my middle fingers up and I say, fuck off. I say, fuck everybody. I'm done with this shit. I'm fucking tired and exhausted of human nature. I've been hurt and fucked over so much in my life that I just don't give a fuck in my life anymore. I've started to show a lot of my aggression as of late. I'm trying my best not to allow this world to turn me into an insufferable douchebag. I don't like my time and my heart to be pulled into opposite directions, to be led on, to be ghosted or manipulated. And I've been sexually abused by I count about 2-3 women, only wanted a one night stand and just end up using me sexually for my physical attraction, my beauty, and completely fucking gaslight, fucking lie to me. I absolutely hate that shit. I've been through enough shit in my life, and single women stay single because they push away good quality men like myself without even giving you any incentive to get to know you, to provide you with a sacred opportunity to getting to know you. Rather, instead, they just try to disrespect, throw shot, shade, or just block you out of nowhere, like ghosting you or whatever else, treating you like you're non-existent. And especially it's fucked up when people agree to go out on like a date night with you and then they cancel at the very last second, but they bring up illustrations of their past, or they, you're supposed to get together and then they just completely fucking disappear and ghost. And I don't understand that shit. Like, be honest with yourself, be honest with others. If you did not want to get to know me romantically, if you don't want to get together for a date night, then just don't go there. Just don't agree to it. Just don't talk to me. Stay the fuck away from me. I have too much self-worth, and 2025, my New Year resolution is just becoming a lot more brutally honest and